Guys, and thanks for watching our update on July 16th, 2023. We are exactly halfway through summer 2023, and for the halfway point of summer, for the peak of summer, it's looking really quite autumnal across the country. It's quite a cool day with blustery westerly winds feeding in sunshine and showers. Showers have been quite heavy, and a few have been thundery. So if the radar, we can see that over Dublin, we had a few strikes earlier on. Also, about 4 o'clock, we had some strikes over the southeast and south of the country, and these showers are now mainly confined towards the east country. There are a few are also over Galway. These are the warnings and advisories from met.ie. You can see that we've got a warning for thunderstorms this evening over the east and southeast country, and also across the south. So it's for counties Carlow, Kilkenny, Wexford, Cork, Tipperary, Waterford, Dublin, Wicklow, Laois, Meath and Kildare. So it just says some thunder and lightning in parts this evening near intense downpours. Excuse me, this is the past 24-hour rainfall forecast, rainfall map. And you can see river radar. You can see that this afternoon and evening, let's go there. This morning started off mainly dry, bar a few showers across Donegal, Leitrim, Sligo, that sort of area, and across the south and southwest. This morning, as we went through the morning, the showers formed more widely, especially further south and further north, but showers also formed across the Midlands as well through the day. So some heavy ones appearing there by lunchtime over the Midwest, southeast and north, and the heavier ones gradually turned more widespread through the day. I'd say western areas were driest, the west coast was driest. That's just the wind coming off the Atlantic. Over the sea, there isn't really any convection, but once the air hits the warming land, it rises, and the showers form about 50 kilometers inland and drift eastwards. So yeah, Showery, anywhere east of that sort of line, 50 kilometers inland from the west coast. And as it says, about 3:30 or 4 o'clock, there were some storms there over Waterford and Cork. Also off the coast of Wexford there as well at about 5 o'clock. They'll just go through, and showers again forming just inland from the west coast, and continuing in the east this evening. Some big ones over Dublin there, and they're largely just dying out elsewhere now. This is the UKV forecast for the next few days for pre-spring clouds. So today, these big showers over the southeast and east. Not really showing that big one over Dublin. It sort of is, but not greatly so. There's a massive one just over the southeast though. Through tonight, the showers gradually die off. Please no. It's acting up, as you can probably tell. Sometimes it does this. You'll know. Anyway, for now, I think we'll leave it be, and we'll move on to the NAO Observed and GEFS Forecast. This is the index. So this is the North Atlantic Oscillation, and it measures pressure between Iceland and the Azores. If the pressure is higher over Iceland and lower over the Azores, you got a negative NAO, so below this zero line, and vice versa for a positive NAO that's above the zero line, the index of zero. And you can see, if we zoom in here, this bold black line here is the neutral line, zero. The NAO index of zero is neutral, and we can see that since July started, we've been in a solidly negative NAO, and we're here on the 16th of July. It will gradually trend less negative into the end of July, but for the final week of July, it's hovering just under neutral, or like just touching neutral towards the final days of July. I think that tomorrow, in tomorrow's updates, the 1st of August will appear here. So I think that this July, it will be a negative NAO month. And again, just to say that in the summer, a negative NAO means that you got higher pressure towards Iceland, and the storm track that's normally around there in the summer gets forced southwards towards our area, and that's exactly what we're seeing now. There's blocking over Iceland and Greenland, and you've got all the low pressure sort of sinking out of it and landing over us. So that's why we've got this cool and shower weather. Anyway, this is a GFS 12 sector run, so you see it nicely. Low pressure just to the north of Scotland, and you got high pressure towards the Azores, extending towards Greenland and Iceland, and it's keeping the low pressure over towards us, and it's cool and showery. Now, if you go forward, that low pressure sort of meanders away very slowly before a new one forms to our southwest to our southwest tomorrow on Tuesday. It's shallow, but however, there'll be a band of heavy rain around it, and after it clears, it'll be very warm and humid. So there's a chance for thunderstorms behind it. Wednesday, we go into a cooler and showery northwesterly flow, but the Azores isn't too far away. There is a ridge to our west, so showers won't be too heavy. Same goes for Thursday. And into Friday, another area of low barrels in from the west, making the weekend wet and windy. More pressure right over us actually, so very wet with that one. On Monday, next Monday, the low pressure sort of gradually eases way to the east, and winds go into the north for the end of July. That low pressure goes to our south on Thursday, July 27th, brings some wet weather, and we stay in that wet weather all the way to the end of July. Look at all of that, and even by 1st of August, I guess, August 1st, actually, this GFS run gets the 1st of August, actually. High pressure over the North Sea, low pressure to our west, and in between, southerly winds. Upper temperatures are quite warm, 10 Celsius ice to our south, but I do suspect that before we get any chance to pull up some heat over the south of Europe, the westerly winds will barrel across anyway. Also, we are seeing some major heat right now over the south of Europe. The upper temperatures are absolutely ridiculous. You got the plus 20 and 25 Celsius ice engulfing these areas, which is usual for a time of year. But considering that this area of high pressure is sort of being trapped here for a long time, and the heat as well, as these areas of low just keep setting the ground over us, the heat has nowhere to go. So it just builds day by day. The sunshine just, it just gradually builds. It just gradually builds and builds and builds. It's basically a heat dome, if you know what I mean. So every day the sunshine just it just accumulates on itself. It's quite exponential. It just grows on itself, and in the end, you've got an incredible heat wave, even though the upper temperatures are actually normal for that. I hope I didn't confuse or anything with that one. Hopefully you understand what I mean. This is the ECMWF charts, so you can see that tomorrow we'll have low pressure towards the Norwegian Sea, and also to our southwest, so a showery day. Tuesday sees that area of low pressure, sees that little area of low right over us, so rain followed by showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, cooler and showery. Same for Thursday. Friday, I think Friday will be drier, as we've got that slight ridge, if we go back there, from the Azores, but that won't last long. Low pressure barrels in from the west next weekend, and we could just go quite cool and wet for the final week of July. The UK Met run, so this. So westerly winds, that little area of low comes on Tuesday. That is watching, because that could form some serious storms. Wednesday and Thursday, cool and showery. And the same trend, that area of low dropping in next weekend could bring very wet and windy conditions. This is the GEM run, so that area of low, that's actually a very autumnal area of low. It will gradually move away, tomorrow and Tuesday. Again, that little area of low needs watching. Let's look at the upper temperatures of that one. Yeah, so upper temperatures are actually quite mild with it. Though they're sort of an average really, but on the surface it will be quite warm and humid, I suspect. I've been looking at a few charts recently and it looks really quite unstable and humid and volatile. Into next weekend, we go quite cool and showery and wet. That deep area of low actually next Tuesday, that looks very autumnal. Northerly winds, wet and windy. And towards Wednesday, next Wednesday, look at that deep low to our west. I don't know when we will break out of the skies. I really don't know. So the icon run shows the same sort of sequence. Next weekend, however, this is more shallow with the low, though it does pull the wind into the north and also to our west by next Monday. There isn't really anything to watch out for. Will the iPad show a similar thing? Will it show it? So that low pressure moving away today and tomorrow. That low pressure coming in Tuesday, one to watch. Wednesday and Thursday more cool and showery, northwesterly winds. Friday, I think it's a bit too early to see, but I think it looks fairly decent actually. That low is quite far away. Now, so that's that. So let's go and try it again. With the UKV, the high-res chart. It just wasn't reacting to my cursor. Okay, so what do it do now? Yeah, so showers fading off today, thank you. Tonight showers will just pepper the west and northwest coasts. However, further east it'll be drier, with some cloud and clear spells. Tomorrow, showers forming widely. I think everywhere but the west and southwest, as there some higher cloud will move in ahead of that area of low. Tomorrow night, the area of rain does move eastwards. As you can see, some heavier pulses there, especially towards the back edge of the front. Into Tuesday morning, these heavier pulses spread eastwards and clear out. By lunchtime, they're mainly clearing out, but look behind it. Some intense showers do bills. Some really bright colours there. They can be thundery. And into Wednesday, we see showery conditions. Thursday, showery but not so heavy with the showers and quite cloudy as well. And into Friday, we are cool and cloudy with a few showers. Also, I want to look at the temperatures, and then Cape as well. So today, temperatures reaching the mid-teens. Tonight, temperatures dropping away towards the to about 10 to 12 degrees in the south, 7 to 10 in the north. Into tomorrow, Monday, temperatures rising widely towards 18 to 20 degrees, bar the west and north, bit cooler there. Tuesday will start off fairly cool, 10 to 14 degrees, coolest in the north, mildest in the south. Tuesday will then become quite a warm day, getting towards 20 degrees widely, but in the northeast, around 14 degrees. Again, that is really quite warm after the rain, and it'll be quite humid as well. With that one, Wednesday starts quite chilly, especially further west and north you are. Wednesday afternoon, high teens very widely, bar the northwest. Actually, Wednesday night looks very chilly, especially inland, single figures. Thursday, again, same sort of values. Eastern and northern areas maybe paid back towards the mid-teens. And Friday morning will start off quite chilly, but then rising quite nicely in the afternoon. This is the Cape forecast. Now, I actually haven't looked at this, so it may look completely different to how I expect it to look. So on Tuesday, some quite strong Cape there in the morning and afternoon, but also there's some really, really dark shades there anywhere southeast of this line from Louth to Cork. So that does show that there is thunderstorm chances here with that strong Cape. It's not too strong, but I think that is perfect Cape to allow some beasts to form. So I think that's one to watch. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the video. Enjoy the day.